Okay, the recording has started. Yeah, so okay, I think we are all present, probably except for one person, Emmanuel, who is not yet here. So colleagues, to start with, my name is Patrick Chendiga Justin, and I am the current chair of the Board of Directors of Community Empowerment for Creative Innovations. And I am so happy that we are finally having this meeting today after a long period of waiting. And in a very special way, I want to thank you all very much for turning up for this meeting out of your very busy schedules. And some of you are really not feeling fine, but you are still able to make it to this meeting. This is amazing. And thank you very much for taking that time to do so. This meeting for today, it's going to last for an hour and 15 minutes. And so we are not really going to waste a lot of time. We are going to be very straightforward on many things. And for now, we are going to start with an introduction. So we're going to have an introduction with the board members as well as the senior staff. So to begin with, like I've already introduced, my name is Patrick, and I am the board chair. I'm going to push it to the executive director, Mr. Benson, to introduce himself. And then after that, whoa. Yeah. Would you mind keeping your, at least keeping the mic muted? So after the introduction of Mr. Benson, he will then push it to another person who will introduce himself or herself, and then we continue. Mr. Benson, over to you.
Yes, thank you very much.
We are receiving some kind of echo.
There's a kind of noisy thing coming in background. I don't know where. Yeah, my name is Benson Kemisa Soro. I am the executive director, currently sitting in the office, and as well the secretary of the board of directors. So I want to say thank you all for joining this meeting, and we hope for the best. I can push it to someone.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. Would you mind muting your mic for now? Thank you. Yes. The next person.
Topista, can you come on board, please?
One.
Yes, we can hear you, Topista. Please proceed.
Good afternoon.
Good morning.
Good afternoon, Topista.
You guys.
Oh my goodness, we are struggling to hear you. Topista, I think it appears really your connection is very weak for now. Would you mind putting it in the chat? Yeah. So Topista Oleru has introduced, that's her name. And then can we pass it on to another person? Irene, would you mind going on?
Okay, thank you so much. Good morning, Patrick, and good afternoon for us who are in East Africa. My name is Ayo Irene Helen. Yeah, I'm a board member, and thank you so much. I'm excited that I made it for this meeting today. And sorry for those without good connections. I think that would be our first challenge for today.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have started with it, but yeah, sorry. Sorry, my sister Tobista and our ED for that. No, yeah, it's okay. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you so much. Vita Geoffrey.
Thank you, Patrick. Good morning to you, and good afternoon to everyone in East Africa. I'm by name of Vita Geoffrey. I sit in as the co-founder at CECI Uganda. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. We have another person that hasn't introduced yet. Peace. I believe this is Peace. Peace, would you mind to go?
Hello, good morning, Patrick.
We are receiving some kind of echo, Peace. Yeah, Peace.
Just
Are you able to hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
We are receiving some kind of echo. Is there a laptop close by that has that is on right now? Also on Zoom?
Yeah.
Would you mind putting them far apart? I think that is what is bringing about the echo. I've just noticed. Okay. While you're doing that, we have one person that hasn't been in position to join us. We hope along the way he can join us, Mr. Emmanuel. Peace, are you able to introduce yourself now?
Peace is trying to connect from another computer. Yeah, she will come to introduce herself later.
Okay. Can she introduce herself from your computer, just to make sure that we all move on together? Well, if that is something that it's okay with, you could just do that.
Hello. Okay, I am Angaika Peace, the finance and admin assistant.
All right. All right. Thank you so much, Aya. So, colleagues, just for the note, we have here Topista Oleru, who is a board member. She has had, she's really having trouble with a very poor connection, which is not allowing her to be able to introduce herself. That's why she has put it in the chat. We also have AO, Irene, which I believe you have heard from her, and we have Peace. Peace is the finance at CECI, and I believe she's either sitting at the office right now or somewhere. We have Benson Kemisoro, who also introduced, and he was having some challenge. We were getting some echo, and Vita, Jeffrey, and myself. I think from here, I would like to give a few notices just to remind us all that during this meeting, we request that you can have your mics muted unless you would like to say something. We would request that you raise your hand and then we can allow you to speak. And also, if you have any expectations for this meeting today, I would request that you can kindly put it in the chat. And if you're also having difficulty probably asking a question because of the poor connection and so forth, we also request that you can put it in the chat. Also, this meeting is being recorded, just to remind you. And we will have question and answer session at the end of the presentation. Please take note of this. So the purpose of this board members induction meeting is basically to help you as a board member to be able to understand CECI as an organization, and also to understand the kind of environment in which that CECI functions and how it operates within that environment, and also the role that you will be making to make sure that the activities as well as the programs of the organization as a whole is successful and that the organization is moving towards achieving its vision and mission. And another thing, of course, is to see that we are able to provide you with all the information and support that you need as a board member to be confident and also productive in your role as a board member in Community Empowerment for Creative Innovations. So our expectation for day one is that by the end of this day today, you will have a basic knowledge of the history of Community Empowerment for Creative Innovations as an organization. That means you have the understanding of what our vision is, our mission, our objectives, the values that drive our work, as well as the thematic areas. And this, of course, will also include the target population, as well as how the organization itself is structured. And if after looking through the program for today, you feel there's something that needed to be discussed that hasn't featured in the program, we would request that you can put it in the chat just to make sure that we can provide you with all the information that you need for you to be as more productive as possible in your role as the board member of CECI. So CECI started way back in 2017, and that was around May. And it started out as a group of 7 young youth who were wishing to stop basically violence, build peace, and also to develop some sense of self-reliance among young people. And this is initially envisioned through the use of recreational activities, as well as equipping the young people with the skills in creativity and innovations that can help them to be in a position to contribute to the society in a more meaningful way, but also as well as in peace building and socio-economic development. And so as an organization, CECI is registered as a community-based organization basically with Koboko District Local Government. This happened in August 2017, when we acquired our legal status as a community-based organization. In 2020, around September, we got incorporated as a company limited by a guarantee. And this, of course, was done by Uganda Registration Service Bureau. And after that, we had an MOU signed, a Memorandum of Understanding, with Office of the Prime Minister. This was in 2020 and in Kampala, after which we also attained a taxpayer identity number or identification number, which is commonly known as a TIN. And of course, this happens with registration with the Uganda Revenue Authority, where we are also paying taxes, both as payee and other taxes that come with our services. Our areas of operation, sorry, I was taking a sip of water. Our areas of operation are two. We basically operate in two areas. As you can see in this map, we operate in Koboko district, and in Koboko, we operate in all the districts, I mean in all the counties of the district. This also include Lobele Refugee Settlement, which of course someone would say is within a county in Lobele district, I mean in Koboko district. And then the second district we operate in is Yumbe district. And in Yumbe district, the major area we operate in is Bidibid Refugee Settlement, which I believe most of you are very familiar with. So these are our two operational areas. And our vision as an organization is to see an empowered, peaceful, and self-reliant community. A community of young people, of youth, where they are able to contribute in creative and innovative ways to achievement of socio-economic development, as well as sustainable peace within the communities in which they live. And this is something that you're joining us to work towards achieving. Our mission is to see that we can innovatively use recreational activities, education, and innovations as a tool that we can use to address social problems, to transform community-based conflicts into a culture of peace and non-violence. And we are seeing that we can use this beyond just addressing social problems and transforming community-based conflicts into also facilitating youth engagement and empowerment at the community level through, of course, use of these very initiatives like the recreational activities, education, and innovations. Our objectives are precise and they are 7 in number. And our first objective is to see that we are able to build peace and improve social cohesion, especially amongst refugee and the host communities, which are the primary target populations that we work with. And the second is to build skills to support development and peace. We believe that for people to be in position to effectively contribute to the achievement of sustainable peace and development, they need the skills, they need the knowledge to be in position to do so. And one of it is the skills to be able to contribute, whether it being economically or socially. And so one of our objectives is to build this kind of skills, ranging from economic skills to social and peace building skills. And also the third one, we look at basically promoting girl child education and early childhood development. Here, our primary focus is really to see that we can raise more awareness when it comes to girl child education and ECD. And we have a lot of initiatives basically that we hope to use as a means to reach towards this goal. One of which being the advocacy, awareness raising, supporting of school initiatives that can either support these young girls or support the children to be in position to access scholastic materials, manage menstrual health, and so on. And the fourth one, we wish to increase community knowledge or understanding of HIV/AIDS and prevention. The sole purpose here we're looking at is to see that we can promote public health awareness. And this is basically centered and narrowed down to one thing, and that is HIV/AIDS care and prevention, which is one of the diseases that is ravaging our local communities. And the fifth one is to eradicate gender-based violence. We really here get so ambitious that our objective here is to use all that we have at our disposal to be in position to contribute towards the eradication of gender-based violence within our communities. And the sixth one is basically to promote community-led action on climate change, and which is so much focused on greening the environment as a means of environmental conservation within our communities, such that the community has an understanding of alternative fuel sources that they can use, but also have a knowledge of the impact of their actions on the environment around them, be it cutting trees, use of charcoal, and so much more. And lastly, we want to see that we are in position to cultivate or foster a spirit of creativity and innovation among the young people that we work with. And we intend to do this within the areas which they are good at. So we think that by doing so, youth can be in position to use their fields in a very creative and innovative manner that they can effectively contribute to socioeconomic development and peace building just within the communities in which that they live in. Our programmatic focus really is on 4 major areas. The first one is peace building, which is what community empowerment for creative innovation is largely known for. And then we have livelihood, we have education, and then we have environment. These are our 4 programmatic focus or thematic areas, as many would want to call it. And when it comes to peace building, really our interventions look at promoting peaceful resolution of disputes, as well as reconciliation, but also to build and increase peaceful coexistence and social cohesion. That is the major focus when it comes to peace building and reconciliation. And here we'll focus on really 4 different areas. The first area we focus on hate speech mitigation and media literacy, which is something that we've done quite a lot. We also focus on use of dialogues as well as community outreaches as a means to promote peaceful resolution of disputes and also for conflict prevention. We also look at conflict management and resolution, where we really take into account the use of local structures as a means to strengthen community conflict management structures that exist within the local communities, and also focus on trauma healing and peace education. When it comes to livelihood, our interventions are solely so much around building skills that can support development and peace, as well as build resilience and increase employability among the target populations that particularly work with, which are young people.